Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Shednet podcast. I'm Kieran. To my left, we've got Dave, Daf and Aled. Today, we're going to be talking about a long-awaited movie, finally come out, Force Awakens. It's a bit late, so I think it's okay for us to talk about spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, turn this off, go and watch it.
Yeah. As if you haven't already watched it.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, why are you watching this?
Like, how many times have we watched it? I've watched it 4 times.
I watched it twice.
Seen it 6 times.
You've seen it once.
I've seen it once,
You
yeah.
see it again.
And I think that's gotten rid of all the people that haven't watched it now, so we can probably get on to the good stuff.
Okay then, right. First impressions. What did you think of it when you first saw it? Did it live up to your expectations?
Yes.
Ooh.
It went beyond my expectations.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
Out of there,
Yeah.
completely.
Blown away.
Yeah.
Speaking as the not so Star Wars fan of the group, I think it's a really good film, a really good watch.
I think that says a lot about the movie for a Star Trek fan.
Yeah,
to
this is a
praise it.
this is a Star Trek fan. I mean, a really die-hard Star Trek fan going to see a George Lucas film and saying, "Yeah, I can enjoy that."
It's not George
No, it's
Lucas.
not George Lucas film.
Well,
No, it's not. Well, it's not a George Lucas film. No. He was
but, you know-
completely cut out of the process.
but it's Lucas v. Roddenberry sort of thing like that. That's what I was going
Well,
on about.
yeah, it's creation. I think he was credited. I think it was characters created by,
Was
based
it?
on characters created by
Okay.
George Lucas.
That's kind of why I held. I don't know. I stayed a bit away from the hype because it wasn't. I know everybody hates the prequels, but
Not
George
everybody-
Lucas. He's the guy who invented Star Wars, and this is the first film that he didn't do or had much involvement in.
You can't
Yeah.
take anything away from him.
Was
He's
it
made-
in the
he's made all
start
this
that
happen.
Yeah.
they wanted him in the start, didn't they?
Well,
Originally, I think he was
originally.
supposed to be sort of slightly involved, and eventually he got too involved, and people were sort of rejecting his script ideas. He wanted to make it a bit of a family soap opera rather than base it
Yeah.
on what
Like
Star Wars.
episode 2.
Yeah, he didn't want. God, we don't need another episode 2.
Not another trend romance. Of,
Forced.
I suppose that's the one criticism, though, that it was another episode 4.
Is it a criticism?
Straight in with the only bad point.
Is
I
it
think
though?
Is it a criticism?
To me, that is the only flaw of the film, is that first viewing, blew my mind. A few times then I was like, I can see the episode 4 of it. It just repeats episode 4.
There was an interview recently with J.J. Abrams, and he said he's been addressing this thing where everyone's been online saying, "Oh, it's too much like episode 4. You just copied it." But he said that was the idea because that's always what Star Wars has been about.
Yeah.
So it's just mirroring what the original idea was, and that was our goal.
And I'll
it's like-
accept that to get back into it, but episode 8 cannot be episode 5.
No.
Otherwise, that
No.
would kill episode 7
No,
for
not
me
at
then
all.
as well.
Well, different director, so different ideas.
Yeah.
Although they have been sharing ideas, and I know J.J. Abrams is going to be the executive producer as well, so he's not
Yeah.
he's not out of the loop.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
executive
apparently Ryan
producer.
Johnson's had input-ish on episode 7.
Yeah, I think they collaborated. They shared story ideas.
I want to jump in on what Dav said about copying, because he's directed the Star Trek reboot, and a lot of people say that Into Darkness is a copy of Star Trek 2,
Yeah.
which is basically Khan and dying and all that sort of stuff. So you can think he's done the same thing again with Star Wars. But like I said, I agree with his idea that he wants to bring a new generation of Star Wars fans into the loop by
Yeah.
showing what were the best they could hope.
He's done a
for,
good
which
job.
is- Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
done a good
episode
job.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
like-
this new director, what did he do?
The Fly
Did the
episode.
Fly episode on Breaking Bad?
That was
Oh my
But,
god.
he's done a lot of other good stuff as well.
Just lightsabers spotting flies.
Yeah.
All of episode 8.
Kylo Ren going around.
Yeah.
I don't know, that'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting movie.
Someone should give that script into Seth Green because that'll be a good robot chicken
That would be a
episode.
good robotic episode.
By the way, have you noticed our lightsaber props? They
Brought in
badass. Absolutely badass.
Courtesy of our
Best toys of all time.
friend here, Kieran. Take a guess which one is his.
Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Possibly my favourite lightsaber. I don't know.
Still Darth
What do you
Maul.
reckon?
Darth
Darth
Maul.
Maul's.
Darth Maul's,
It's
sorry.
cool. It is cool.
Since we're children of the prequels, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't knock the prequels. For anyone who does knock the prequels, don't. They're good movies. Maybe episode 2.
Yeah, if you
You
get
get
over
it.
episode 2, just get your eyes like that and just watch it. You'll be alright.
Yeah. Just skip the whole love affair. The rest of it is awesome.
Yeah. Jango Fett is awesome.
Jango Fett's awesome. The
Yeah.
fight with Obi-Wan
Yeah,
and
and
Jango Fett,
Kamino.
that's awesome. The entire Camino was really cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the chase as well, where they're trying to chase the assassin or something?
Yeah.
across?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. He's tracked him down to Camino. That's how he found out about the clone army
Yeah.
and the big plot against the
It's cool.
Republic.
Yeah, it's got some cool ideas
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, the Republic has ordered this army. Oh, really? We didn't know about it.
Yep. Right. There are a lot of new characters introduced.
Yeah.
Did you like him? Who was your favourite character?
Ray.
I agree.
Yeah,
Ray.
Ray, hands down.
Stand out.
I'm
I
sorry.
was going to say Ray as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's a testament to how good she did.
Next.
Yeah.
She should.
Did a
No,
really
she
good
no,
job
she
on
was
that
really
role.
good.
Really good job.
It was a surprise that she didn't get any nominations for an Oscar.
I
or a
know,
Golden
I was also
Globe or anything
surprised,
like that. It was a
although-
great performance.
Yeah. What did they did get some Oscars, didn't they?
I think
They
it's
got
best
some-
picture,
yeah.
best sound, and something else. There's
They
three.
just got best selling of the year. Did they do that?
I
I
don't know.
think it's number 2 of all time, or number 3. Avatar's still.
Avatar's the number
Yeah,
one.
because it was the first 3D movie. So
I reckon Avatar 2 is going to flop.
it is. James Cameron's got like 2 more movies.
That's been
do well.
delayed as well. Avatar 2.
Has
Is it? I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. I think
James
everyone
Cameron
thinks
to
it's
me,
Yeah.
James Cameron to me is always more like a
James
mass-
Cameron.
massive one-hit films like Titanic and all that. Like, there's just one film, he moves on to another project,
Yeah, but they're all good films.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
he's
that's
a
what
good
I'm-
director.
And that's what I'm saying. He's good at making really good one-shot films. That's it. End of shot. Move on to the next project.
Well, speaking of delayed movies, episode 8
Yeah.
It's not
has been
even.
delayed.
It's not even like a month.
Why?
How is it delayed? How long is it till today?
It was originally intended for May 26th. It's been pushed back to December 15th.
So it's pretty much near enough the release date of episode 7.
2 days before to the year.
Yeah, wasn't it probably need to rewrite some scripts?
It was,
I
yeah.
believe.
It was because the new characters were so popular that
They
he
were
felt
gonna have some more of it.
yeah, they were going to introduce new characters, but people love Ray, Finn, Poe.
Yeah.
So he's upped their
Yeah, I want to see
their
more
screen
of them.
time.
Yeah.
They want to go deeper into their stories and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is a great idea.
Like Kylo Ren, if you think about it, he's on screen for what? 10, 15, 20 minutes
Yeah.
throughout the whole film.
You
And
know
he
what I
makes a
quite,
crazy impression.
Yeah, and he's got, yeah.
He steals
makes
every
such
scene
an
he's in.
impression. Yeah,
Right.
I think
quite like-
behind Ray, he's my favourite character.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
I agree.
I quite
Yeah.
like the was it the general in the first with the First Order? You know, his sidekick. I
Oh,
thought that-
Hux.
Yeah, that
Oh,
General
yeah,
Hux.
General
Hux.
General Hux is a very good
Psychopath.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't like
he's
him.
really good. I think he really.
He's got a face and a slap, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like he's got the
Bill Weasley.
he's got the Joffrey courtesy. He's just a character you love to hate. You just want to
Yeah,
deck him. or
that
something
speech
like
that he makes in front of the Nazi First Order.
Yeah, that was. I
That's
thought
intense.
that was a. I thought it was a good piece of acting.
Yeah.
That was
First,
a good
first time I
yeah.
watched it, I thought he's gone a bit overboard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe overacting, but then subsequently, like he's passionate about
Yeah.
whatever it is the
Yeah.
First Order stands for.
And they've given
believes
him. Have they given him new canon since the film as well, haven't they?
I'm not sure.
It's given his parents backstory.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm not 100% on it, unfortunately.
When
but,
was that released?
not long ago, maybe last week sometime.
Alright.
And it's something to do like his parents were evil as well, basically. Of
course.
So he's just grown up.
Of
He's
course.
just
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been backstory for Poe as well, because his parents were in the second assault on the Death Star. His
Oh,
mum was a
yeah.
pilot, and she helped Lando get into the Death Star to destroy it. And his dad was on the ground team with Han Solo. He took the shield generator down. And I think she was pregnant or something at the time. I think she was very early on, and
Yeah.
then they had her, and he grew up on Yavin 4.
Did they die or?
I don't know. That's
So
all that's
they
been
could
said.
come
It was in the Shattered Empire comic, the one I was
Okay,
reading before
yeah.
we went to watch it for the first
Yeah.
time to make sure I knew everything possible.
Like I know all you guys did I think you especially did a major binge watch on anything Star
I
Wars
watched
related.
literally everything canon, and I read everything canon.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
watch. I didn't watch.
You
the
were
animated.
about as prepared as anyone was going to be to sit that film.
That was the idea.
Yeah,
Ready
watch
to
Rebels,
spot.
Clone
Oh,
Wars,
Rebels.
everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Very excited.
I've seen all 6 films. I've watched them all recently, but I haven't yet to watch the
To watch
Clone
Clone
Wars,
Wars
or any of the sort of series stuff.
It's
yet.
very good.
And
Yeah,
It
it's
gets a bad
very
rep for
good.
being a cartoon or childish, but it's not. It starts
Need to
off
get over that.
and it gets really, really good.
Yeah.
I did kind of struggle to binge watch it because it was battle after battle after battle.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
After
mean.
battle.
I watched it all
Constant
the way
fighting,
through. I watched it
destruction.
the first time. I did watch all of it, but then the second time I watched all of it as well. And I've watched the entire series 3 times. The third time, every time there was a space battle, I was just like, okay, I'm going to skip this. I just want the story.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
did that, and it went a
Just
lot
to-
quicker. It was I liked it better as well. And they released the Clone Wars in like not chronological order.
You know.
No,
Right.
so there on the Star Wars website there is a chronological order for the episodes.
Yeah.
So I watched it in chronological order, and it was a lot better. It made a lot more sense because they introduced Echo and all those clones
Yeah,
before they were
before.
killed off and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So it made more
yeah.
sense.
You
Yeah.
see some television programs, some especially cartoons, like especially Disney related stuff, which are filmed and then broadcast out of sync with each other. So some things don't quite match up. Disney's quite. I remember there was.
Fiction.
I can remember there was.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing. It was like I'm sure they've done another couple of programs where the episode orders, which are like self-contained, but they don't quite match up with the
Right.
theme of the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think
What
it
do
is
you
quite. I think it's just a tribute to what Disney do. I think.
I think
But
you're
just-
right, David. I think you're right.
But just to further elaborate how big of a fan Kieran is, how many times have you watched Star Wars Force Awakens now? What's-
6 times.
6 times.
And
Where-
that's not enough.
That's not.
And the cinema closest to me has stopped showing it.
Oh,
The end
no.
cinema does not show it
Why?
anymore. It's done. It's done there. They've moved on.
Yeah.
The Revenant. Don't
I'll
The
watch
Revenant.
it. Isn't that got Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, Leo.
Which
trying to
one's-
get
Which
an
that's
Oscar.
a wilderness film or something like that.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
a beard now.
All I know is
It's
that
got a beard.
yeah.
It's got to be
That's all I remember from the adverts. He's got a beard. That's it.
and he gets attacked by a bear.
Yeah, he gets attacked.
He
Gets,
does.
he gets
It's based on a
viciously
true story
attacked.
as well. It's a true story.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't want to say anything, but it's pretty gruesome.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll
Oh.
tell you later.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Do you think as well that's going to probably win him an Oscar this year?
No.
No, he's got a good role.
The bear will win.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that would be typical.
Yeah.
That would be typical.
Like he's been nominated for an Oscar. I don't know how many times he never wins. Like
Yeah, but have you seen? I think it's confirmed now as well, isn't it? Sorry, just skip moving on again back to Star Wars.
yeah, of course.
The Blu-ray is gonna have these cut-out scenes, isn't it? That's pretty much confirmed that as well.
It's going to be like an extended edition.
Yeah, the
Yes.
extended edition deleted scenes.
Have you read?
I don't think it's part of the film. It's gonna be like a deleted scenes
No.
section.
Yeah, Abrams
yeah,
said
they're all- you always
he's,
get
not,
them,
he's
though.
not doing an extended edition. He said he's not going to do that.
Oh, what?
He said he's gonna. There are deleted scenes, and one of them's quite interesting. And it wasn't in the book. I read the book. Didn't read it. I don't read anything. It was the audio book.
Could be bothered reading, so before you listen to it.
exactly. I haven't got time for reading. On Maz Kanata's castle,
Yeah.
when everything starts turning bad and the First Order arrives, the Resistance arrives, Stormtroopers come at Maz Kanata, and she just
Oh yeah, I've seen.
she just whips them aside, or she crumbles a building down on them or something like that. So she can use the Force.
Yeah.
She says, "I know the Force" in the movie,
Yeah.
so she
Yeah.
literally does know the Force.
Yeah, and they couldn't do an extended edition either because there's another scene, isn't there, with Maz, and she gives the lightsaber to Leia, doesn't
Which
she?
was in one of the
Which
trailers.
was in the trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't make sense in the
That
film.
wouldn't make sense, no. It's strange as well when Rey refuses the lightsaber and she gives it to there's Finn and Hannah there. She knows Hannah, she doesn't know Finn. Finn's about to leave, he's about
Yeah,
to ditch everyone.
yeah.
And she's like, here you go. This is a lightsaber that's very important. I'm giving
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah, an
He's
ex-stormtrooper.
How does she know he's sticking around?
Yeah,
A former stormtrooper.
he literally wanted to leave. Literally.
Yeah, he was about to go.
Yeah, 5 minutes
That's
before.
one thing I don't understand about that scene. Is
Okay,
Han's
yeah.
there, give it to Han. He's
Yeah.
just Luke's mate.
But going back to what you said,
Best buds.
going back to what you said in the, what was the last one with Maz and she can use the Force.
Yeah.
For some reason, that makes me think that Snoke is also whatever Maz is. Whatever
Just
race she
the
is.
Force you. Oh, the race.
The race, and the hologram is just he's compensating because he's.
I
small
think
as
he's
well.
compensating. I don't think they're the same race.
I think they could be. They've
Because
got
have you
a
seen
lot-
her eyes? They're like
They've got
her
a-
skull.
I
The
doubt that.
formation of her skull is her eyes are just
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting theory.
Because
though.
she's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah,
or
we'll add that to
whatever.
the pile of
She's-
theories.
Yeah.
Along with the fact that they
Yeah.
think
Pilot.
that
Yeah.
what's his name again? I forgot. I never
I
pronounce
don't
his name.
think it's Plagueis. I don't
Oh,
think Snoke's
no, I've
Plagueis.
heard enough about Plagueis and the scar on his head that he's Darth Vader. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darth Vader was burned. Okay,
Every-
that's the end of it. He's dead.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few theories which says that he's Vader just because of that scar on his head.
Don't believe.
I
No.
definitely don't believe
No,
he's
no,
Vader.
it's not
nothing.
Vader.
Andy
He's
Serkis.
dead.
There was an interview with Andy Serkis, and he said it's a brand new character, and unlike J.J. Abrams, he's not one to hold back and keep secrets
No.
and tell lies.
Yeah.
So I believe it's just a new character. There's no. This is how he's Darth Plagueis, so this is how he's Darth Vader. No.
That'd be brilliant though.
It would be brilliant if he was Plagueis. I would love that.
Probably get
Yeah, I'm not going to
If this is
dismiss
coming
the
out of-
Plagueis idea.
No,
I still
the only
think
thing
that's
about that
possible.
is that in the old Star Wars canon, which is the Legends now, he was a race called the Moon.
The Moon, yeah.
Moon, and they're
That's
like
canon.
long heads. Well, it's not canon.
Plagueis is canon.
Oh yeah.
The Moon now.
There was a book, and he was in it, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons people go mental about him being Plagueis is because Sidious refers to him in that opera.
And it's got the same music. I don't think
The
that's
music
got
is
anything
one
to do
thing,
with it.
and it's
That's-
similar. I've listened to it.
Yeah, it is
just
similar.
it's just coincidence,
That's-
isn't it?
that's-
It is coincidence.
That's a good piece of
And
music to
another
have
thing-
when anything evil.
That's just
Just
people
sit
looking
like
too
his
much
on.
into
Yeah,
it.
it is. Well, Star Wars fans do that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
look too much into it.
Especially now that we've got another 6 months added onto the waiting time or whatever.
Jesus.
The speculation is just going to increase and increase and increase.
Well,
But one thing quickly, like considering this film has been like, when was it announced? I think episode
It was
7?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I don't even know. It's been too
They've
long.
managed to keep, anything significant being leaked out. Like, that is unheard of. Like,
Yeah.
usually these things these days, somebody knows somebody inside a thing and they can get a few, like, whispers, or somebody's left a script on a train somewhere and everyone can read it and stuff like
they
that.
were very strict about that.
Something, usually happens and it lets it out.
Especially the amount of people that were working on it.
Yeah. Like, but they've been really good at keeping it under wraps and everything. Like, you had no idea what was probably going to happen.
Although, one thing that I did see coming, and again, spoilers alert,
you've been warned.
Han Solo, Harrison Ford, has always wanted Han Solo to die.
Yeah.
He's been on records, and he did ask George Lucas to kill him off in Empire.
Yeah.
And I saw it coming. He wanted out.
Yeah, I knew he was dying.
That scene was like...
Oh, it was
that
awful.
scene where when he goes like Chewbacca, all right, we're gonna split up. We'll meet back here. I just knew immediately one of them's gonna die.
Yeah,
I
on
thought both
that-
of them were going to die.
I thought
both of them were gonna die too.
On that point about when they last meet in the book, it's so obvious. It says something like.
Oh, I'm going to go die now.
It's like, okay, they say whatever they say to each other and they move apart, okay, and then it's like Han Solo's thoughts, and it's like Han Solo took one look back at Chewie.
He had a feeling
He had a feeling
he was never gonna come back.
he was never going to see him again,
Yeah.
and it was so obvious. Like if you read the book first,
Yeah,
it spoiled it straight away.
Yeah.
It's like what Game of Thrones fans have, like, because if you read the books, you know exactly what's going to happen up to about season 5, because season 6 now going to go in completely the opposite direction. But up to season 5, if you've read the books, you pretty much knew what was probably going to happen.
Yeah.
In a way, like, again, it's like Harry Potter films as well. Like, you read the books, you just see the film, but you still doesn't make you want to see the film anymore.
This is different. This is though because the Star Wars book came out.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, that's the difference. It came out afterwards to make sure that people didn't get that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, I won't get any of the same excitement and screaming. Really.
Killed Harry.
It's like, oh, I knew that's going to happen. Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
A couple of characters that I thought were going to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Captain
Phasma.
Phasma.
Obviously,
hands
Captain
down,
Phasma.
hands
Obviously,
down.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
They promoted her so much.
She was on the.
I think for me, I think they're trying to get a whole Boba Fett thing
That's
down.
that's what they're
That
trying
was
to go
the
for.
whole thing. She had she was, considering how big a character was supposed to be, she was on the main panel at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Exactly,
If you're on Comic-Con, you're going to have a significant role in a film, or you're at least a main actor.
But again, that's a throwback to because Boba Fett was in the promo for A New Hope, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was it A New Hope? But
I
he just didn't appear until
Episode
I can't. I don't
5,
remember,
yeah.
but I know
Yeah.
that they didn't.
they needed another villain basically to show off with Vader. And I was like, oh, we'll just.
But the
Boba Fett.
hype wasn't as great. No, the hype came after the movie. This hype was
Yeah.
because Boba Fett had the
Yeah.
hype. People were like, oh, "She's the next Boba Fett,"
Yeah.
obviously. But
Reverse psychology.
yeah, super
we can all
psychology.
probably
She ended
agree-
up in the bin at the end of the
Yeah.
movie.
Which you don't even see.
You don't
You don't see that.
I
no.
really wish we would have
I think
seen that scene.
You've got to assume that she lives. It does.
She'll be bigger part in the
I thought in the
story.
book it would say something about her getting out. Nothing.
Maybe they left it like that so they could see how much of a reaction it was going to get. Oh,
Maybe.
people like Phasma. She can come back.
I think what most people like.
If they did not, she died in the trash compactor.
Do you agree that the general consensus is that people don't like Captain Phasma?
I don't like Captain
think there's-
Phasma because I'm not.
I don't like her
dislike-
because she hasn't had enough screen time for me
Yeah,
to
that's-
judge her. Really,
That's
you know?
that's the point, okay? Is that
Yeah.
if they didn't promote her so hard and she wasn't on these panels at Comic-Con, and she just turned up in the movie, people would have liked her a lot more. 'Cause, oh, cool! Look at her outfit.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that before.
like a silver
But they're not
Stormtrooper
expecting
or
it to be
Crow.
anything
It would have
amazing.
been more of like a cameo then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Gwendolyn Christie is Captain Phasma.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of cameos, like there's a rumor that's saying
It's
that's
Star Trek.
It's confirmed if I know what you're talking about. Is it what Star Trek?
No, it's not Star Trek. It's the fact that Daniel Craig was the Stormtrooper in the character.
Is that
still a grey area?
That is confirmed.
Because he
Who's confirmed that?
The other people on set.
Yeah, but
Daniel
he's
Craig-
been denying
Come on.
it.
Yeah, but Daniel Craig
Do you wanna know
himself
why
has
they're
been
denying
denying it.
Do you know why
Yeah,
they're both denying it?
Why?
It's because if he wanted a part of that movie, okay,
Yeah.
and he'd have to be credited because he's so well known.
Yeah.
His agent would have to get a fee. His other people, whoever organised him, would
It's
get a
like
fee.
cheap way in.
So
Yeah.
he's obviously talked to JJ and he's been like, Can I just be a stormtrooper?
yeah.
No,
There's
no.
quite a few people
No,
who dressed
no.
up as stormtroopers in that film. What's that about Star Trek that you about? Because I haven't heard about this, so this is news to me.
What's that? I thought you were going to talk about Star
No,
Trek.
no, no. But I've heard there's a couple of film actors. I can't remember their names who have been appearing as stormtroopers.
If you count in Simon Pegg, but he's not a stormtrooper. He's in the movie.
Yeah, 'cause he was
See that
the one
guy that
he was the-
portions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
One half
Uncouplet.
Oh, that's his name.
Uncouplet.
the droid?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
While we're
will
talking
pay for him.
on that exact scene, okay, Ray comes off as, no, I'm not selling this droid. I like this droid. I'm not that kind of person. In the book,
Yeah.
he offers her 60 portions. And straight away she's like,
No.
100 portions. And BB-8's like going crazy, like,
Yeah, but
so she
does,
turns him off.
does he offer the 100 portions?
No,
She asked for it.
she demands it. She's like, 100 portions. That's not enough. And then she turns BB-8 off because he's complaining. And then she
Why did they cut
and
that out?
because she doesn't like Uncouplet.
Yeah, it'd make a...
Because it seems like he's raised her and not very well. He doesn't
Yeah,
like her, obviously.
Yeah.
And she sees how smug he is about buying this droid. So then she's like, actually, no, you're not having him.
Yeah.
No, and it's not because she's sort of this good person. It doesn't make it out to be. It's because she's just like in spite. Like, you're not having him.
Yeah.
See you later.
And she's not that character, really.
No, so that's
No,
why
it's
they
pretty
didn't,
much-
yeah.
didn't include it because they wanted it to make it out to be not sort of that sort of
Well, it
person.
could be in a character. She might turn to the dark side.
That's
Never know.
yeah, maybe.
Kylo
She's
Ren
definitely-
might
well,
become
she was definitely tempted.
light.
A Ray Ren.
Yeah. At the end, when she has Kylo Ren on the floor, she has a moment, and Snoke speaks to her, and he says, "Kill him." Yeah. So he's trying to
I've
turn her.
heard that, yeah.
He has a moment. He tries
Much like,
he tries to turn her, and she's just like, "No."
That's another point
Not
about
gonna
that
do it.
moment. People have noticed that. Spoiler alert! Yeah, we've said it a few times.
Oh.
When
If you're still watching
when
this,
Kylo Ren when Kylo Ren kills Han Solo, he puts his helmet down and leaves and fights them without the helmet.
Yeah.
Did his helmet get destroyed and his lightsaber? And is he gonna have a new lightsaber and helmet, new suit, new like closer to Darth Vader looking?
Every time I watched it, I tried to look for the lightsaber being chopped because at first I did think it had been
Everybody's
cut.
saying that it's chopped.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
after reading the book, I do believe it's been broken or destroyed. I'm not sure to the extent. She definitely hits it.
Yeah.
She definitely hits it. So I don't know whether that's going to factor into a new lightsaber or new crystal.
Probably.
The new
Yeah,
helmet,
yeah,
I would
badass
like.
one, yeah.
Would they do a new
Suit.
helmet? People have just got used to
Exactly. It's all about marketing.
Yeah.
They've marketed this so hard, and he's on. You know, all the toys for new Star Wars things. It doesn't matter who the toy is for. Kylo Ren's picture is on top
Yeah.
always. So they're not going to make a new
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
I think there's been a lot of theories going around, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, someone must have like maybe Phasma got out of the garbage."
Oh, there's his helmet.
Oh, I'm gonna take this. Yeah, get some brownie points, whatever.
But just speaking like that, a new costume, new sword, and trying to be more closer to Darth Vader, it would suit that scene where he's speaking to Vader's helmet.
He is obsessed with Darth
Try-
Vader.
he's trying to emulate Vader and show him the power of the dark side. He wants to be
Yeah,
reaffirmed
yeah.
of his power of the
But
dark
it'll
side.
still be
Yeah.
three-pronged. Because that's badass.
Yeah.
It is.
You have to
badass.
admit it is, and in fact, it adds to that new bespoke thing that we see with Sith Lords, like Darth Vader had
Yeah.
Darth Vader had
Yeah.
his traditional one.
I think
Darth
it made
Maul
it-
had
Although
the
we don't
double
know
one.
whether this if Kylo Ren is even a Sith. It's not. He's
But again-
in the Force Awakens dictionary, which I do have with me. I forgot to bring it out. I'm sorry. He's referred to as a fallen Jedi
Okay.
or a dark Jedi.
Yeah.
So he's not a Sith. I don't
Rogue
think.
Jedi.
Is
I
he
don't-
going to be the
or
one that
Rogue Jedi.
kills Snoke at the end of episode
I've
9?
thought this. I think there's going to be a big redemption arc for Kylo Ren.
The thing is, you can't, can you? He's killed his dad.
He's
Well,
killed his
that's
dad.
the-
His mother's
It's not,
going to come speak
it's
to
not
him
only his
again.
dad, it's Han Solo, and he's the most beloved character in Star
Yeah.
Wars. Oh,
And he's
was-
killed him. He's just killed him in cold blood.
yeah.
He pretended to join him and then just
Yeah.
stabbed
Well,
him.
He was unsure. He didn't know what he was going to do in that moment. He was very. He was in turmoil with his inner self. And he thought, because Snoke wanted him to kill him because Darth Vader couldn't kill his son, or Luke couldn't kill Darth Vader, and that's why the dark side fell. So
Okay.
Snoke's drilled it into him
That he
that-
has to do this.
by killing his father, he's going to become stronger than the dark side. And as soon as he kills him, it's not in the movie. Maybe you can tell by his facial expressions, but in the book, he thinks, "I'm supposed to feel stronger now.
Yeah.
Why don't I feel stronger?"
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's a bit of remorse, maybe.
Yeah.
Just like to move the little
Yeah,
conversation on a bit. Unless what you want to add.
No, just saying again, I just don't want it to be episode 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Told in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, just hope now with a new director he takes it in a new But anyway, favourite parts of the film?
Go on, you go first then, Dave.
You want to, Dave?
Well,
You're the Star Trek fan. Tell us what the best bit of the movie was.
my personal favourite bit is what it's right in it's right up there. I think is the scene leading up to the battle over Jakku. Is it? What's the name of the planet? Yeah, Jakku.
Well, the Battle of Jakku does not happen in that movie.
Or like the TIE fighters chasing down the Millennium Falcon was the bit
Oh,
where
they're chasing Rey and...
yeah, where they're
when-
chasing
yeah.
Rey and Finn across the shipyards. They try and get in the ship, that's destroyed, and then he goes like, "Is this one? No, no, not that. It's a pile of junk," and it's unveiled as the Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon. That's
Yeah.
that's to me, it was equivalent to when I first saw the new Enterprise in the Star Trek.
In most of the
It was-
screenings.
It's like that, really. It's like, there it is, the main focal point of any film.
People love the Millennium Falcon, and in most of the times I watched it, I think like three out of about half the times I watched it, people were just like cheering because like they loved that bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's pile. That's
I'm just saying, for me, like it's on
What
par
was
with
your
that
favourite
scene.
bit, Duff?
My favourite bit was when Han Solo dies.
that's your
Really?
favourite bit.
As much as I hated that bit,
It's not.
It's the only
I know
time.
you know, like the best. As
Yeah.
in,
The best.
like,
That's your favourite
That's
moment.
that's my
That's your
that was my
moment.
favourite moment because
I know what he's on about though. He's not on about like that way.
That hit you the most.
it hit me
Yeah,
the
hit
most.
me-
It's
yeah,
the
there
only
you go.
time when I was in the cinema ever, even watching a film at home, whatever. I knew he was gonna die, and I still shouted "no" in the cinema.
And I think-
Yeah,
when
I
he
remember
stopped
that.
it.
And I can confirm that because I was sitting next to him in the cinema and he shouted
I
no.
was a few seats away and I still heard.
Yeah,
I was like,
could-
you said no. I was like, oh, it's you.
It's like if it's gonna have that kind of effect.
You could
That
see it
was
coming
my-
though, couldn't you? There was a lot of symbolism happening. You know, the sun was drained.
Yeah.
It turned dark. What else could have happened?
Yeah,
the
but there was
strike on
also
the Republic.
that feel of like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
Yeah. Are they really going to kill Han Solo off
Yeah.
in the first movie?
Yeah. What was your favourite bit then, Kieran?
My favourite bit is right at the end when Kylo has just defeated Finn, and he puts his lightsaber away, and he's like, "Okay, I'm going to take his lightsaber now. This is mine."
Yeah.
And he can't do it. It just wriggles around. It mirrors that scene in Episode 5 when Luke's upside down in the Wampa cave,
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's shaking in the snow.
It's all the nostalgia
Yeah.
feels.
Yeah,
Sure, that's what I was gonna say as well.
Yeah.
but it doesn't go to him. If he was the only one there, it would have gone to him because he's a Force user. It would have gone to him.
Yeah.
But Rey was there, and it went straight to her, and then the music kicks in.
yeah.
You know,
Du-du.
and it hits. It just every time. I've seen it 6 times, and every time my heart goes. And I nearly cry. I think I cried. I did cry the first time. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's my favourite bit.
Alex?
I'm gonna have to say when she gets the lightsaber and she shuts her eyes, and she like
Yeah. The Force.
Yeah.
Use the Force.
Yeah,
goes for
yeah,
it. That bit is
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
So anyway, thanks for watching this podcast.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. Yeah. See you later.
See you later.
See ya.